How many of you, by show of hands, own a car right now? Wow, almost all of this. What if I tell you in the next 5 years you will not own one?
Great, that's nice.
Great, great. Definitely, there are people who are happy. There are some people who are surprised, and there are others who are shocked. Well, the automobile industry is going to change more in the next 5 years than it has changed in the last 50 years. Imagine, it's a Friday morning. You have to get to your office at 8:30 a.m. You take out your phone and click on an app. A car arrives at your doorsteps at 8 a.m. You see there's no driver in the car. It's driving itself. You sit in the car starts moving. It picks 2 of your colleagues on the way, and you reach office at 8:25 a.m. sharp because there was no traffic on the road. So that was a Friday. Next day, it's a Saturday. You want to take your kids out for skiing to Vermont. You pick up your phone, again open that app, and this time a driverless car comes again. You get into the car with your kids and your family, and as the car starts rolling forward, a kid jumps in front of the car out of nowhere. The car suddenly stops, avoiding a major accident. You reach to Vermont in 2.5 hours instead of the 4 hours that it would take, because again there was no traffic. And you get to spend quality time with your kids watching Harry Potter movie or anything that you love to do with your kids in the car, because you're not driving. This is not a scene from a sci-fi movie. This is going to be a reality in less than 5 years. There are basically 2 key changes in the automobile industry that will make this vision come true. 1, increase of ride-sharing apps, and 2, driverless technology. Let's go into them a little bit deeper. Ride-sharing. How many of you have ever used a Uber or a Lyft? Mm-hmm. Lots of. So you know how convenient it is, right? You can get a car within minutes as soon as you click on that app. You don't have to deal with the hassle of even paying for the car because it's automatically synced with your credit card. For those of us who own a car, there are so many costs associated with it. There's obviously the cost of paying the mortgage on the car, so the loan. There's the property tax, there's gas, there's maintenance costs, there's insurance costs, and there's a constant headache if the car gets stolen or lost or anything, right? If you move to a ride-sharing world, if you give up your car and just rely on ride-sharing, you get to not think about all these hassles. In fact, a recent survey of millennials in urban areas showed that more than 50% of the millennials prefer ride-sharing over owning a car. And this trend is only going to accelerate more. That was number 1, ride-sharing. Number 2, the increase in driverless technology. So these cars, these autonomous cars of the future are actually going to be fitted with multiple sensors that would help them sense their environment. You see the example over here, this is an example of a Tesla car. It has 3 different types of sensors in it. It has a lot of cameras, which will capture images. It has ultrasonic, and it has radar technology. The kind of stuff that is used in submarines and aircrafts, actually. And what these sensors do is they help the car create an image of their entire surroundings. And then they use image or data from these multiple sensors to overlay stuff and then create a realistic environment of the cars to detect objects surrounding the cars. Using this technology, a Tesla car can actually see up to 250 meters in front of it, which is almost 800 feet, and about 50 meters behind it. So this car is, and this is not something that is a science fiction. This is a technology that Tesla has right now. So that's number 2, driverless technology. Now you may be wondering, there's probably just 1 or 2 automobile manufacturers that have this technology. No. almost all major companies are planning to develop an autonomous vehicle by 2020. You can see the big names here, the General Motors and Fords of the world, but there's also some technology disruptors such as Tesla and Uber and Google who are venturing into this field. And all of them are planning to have an autonomous car by 2020. So this is going to become a reality faster than we can think. Let's step back and think about what are the benefits and costs of an autonomous vehicle. The biggest benefit of an autonomous vehicle would be in terms of the reduction in the number of accidents. Speeding, drunk driving, and distractions such as texting are the three biggest killers on the US roads. And these are all because of human error. So now, if you give control of your car to a machine, you'll be avoiding these human errors and there will be lesser number of accidents. Also, this will lead to a huge increase in productivity. Think about how many hours you've spent on I-95 just stuck in traffic. Because there will be better utilization of cars now, there will be less traffic and congestion on the road. So you do not have to, stress about traffic anymore. You will not lose your countless years of your life stressing about and cursing people when you're stuck in a traffic jam. There are also some costs of these autonomous vehicles. The biggest cost is in terms of the unemployment it would create for people who rely on driving as their primary source of income. So the government will have to create plans for them to be upskilled or move to some other job. There are also legal barriers. Right now, there is no legal or regulatory standards for autonomous cars in the US. Those have to be developed. And finally, I think the biggest cost is in terms of behavioral change. How comfortable would you be sending your kid to their school in an autonomous car? Well, we all think that we have control, but we actually do not. An autonomous car would be better at driving your kids to school than you would have. In the end, I would like to just wrap up and end with a quote, which is a famous quote by a Greek philosopher. Change is the only constant in life. You should embrace change.